Hey, you got Fox here. Today I got the Ravens ebook. I'm going to put out the written content for this ebook for the Twitch subscribers as a bonus for them. If you'd like that, go ahead and subscribe at twitch.tv/gutfox. It should be free if you have those Twitch Prime Legends that you get from Mutt. Just go ahead and subscribe to the channel on the Twitch page, and I'll send you the written breakdown of all these blitzes and whatnot. But if not, you can just watch this YouTube video and watch me go over how to play defense in the Ravens and how I adjusted all these different formations. So right now the meta is cover 4 drop show 2, something you've probably seen a ton. Cover 4 itself is very meta. Out of 3-4, what I'm going to do is go through all the formations first that I'm going to show you that I run a lot. I run the 3-4 odd frequently, the even quite a bit. I'm in this 3-4 quite a lot because the meta right now is a lot of 2 tight end, 2 halfback, or 2 running back formations, running back, halfback. So I am in a 3-4 odd to personnel match, or the even for a couple blitzes. And the Bears kind of like an advanced defense where you send a lot of what we like to call missiles at the opponents. You kind of just randomly send them and hope they get home. But it's a very high risk, high reward type of defense if you want to apply pressure, in my opinion. All right, so then I got the 4-4. I don't use it as much in 18 as I did in 17. I don't think it's as powerful, especially because 3-4 cover 4 drop show 2 does so much what I wanted this to do against the run and whatnot, and it's kind of maybe like a goal line-ish, but still solid. We got a couple blitzes there. We'll see. They're not, again, it's an okay. Otherwise, in the nickel, I'm almost always in a 3-3-5. I've been using this for 4 years or so. Last year, my Ravens ebook, I had this out too. It's become pretty meta also right now. Solid players you need. We can go over the personnel you want, but basically this is a 3-4 front. So you want 3 defensive linemen that can take up blocks, and pass rushing is a bonus. But you basically want high block shed on the defensive line, high block shed on your outside linebackers, pass rush moves, zone coverage. You kind of want like the outside linebackers to be like a mixture, like Anthony Barr type guy, because we're going to drop him into coverage and we're going to have him rushing the passer. Although Barr's not the greatest at rushing the passer this year, and Mutt. But outside linebackers, those kind of high block shed, high power, high finesse, high zone coverage, high speed especially for coverage and zone. But 3-3-5, basically you have 3-4 defensive linemen and 4-3 linebackers. The linebackers are going to cover a lot, blitz a little bit. We'll send some heaters at them too, but a lot of people like the 3-3-5 wide. I don't really touch it that much because I think the 3-3-5 normal has my needs covered. Otherwise, you get the double A gap. You can do a mid blitz out of. We'll get to all that stuff. Big dime 2-3-6. I'm not in these two too often because they are a weak box defense. But there are a lot of good blitzes out of here, a lot of good stuff. We'll get to that. We'll touch on it a little bit in quarter. I just use 3 deep against, say, like a end of half type pass, although there are some beaters for 3 deep. Anyways, going over the cover 4 drop show 2 first, and how my adjustments to popular offenses are. Basically, deuce close, taking care of the run of bench out of deuce close. So what I like to do here, in my cover 4, almost at every compressed set I go against, baseline press, and then so it's Y, and then press left stick, right? Y left stick right, Y left stick down, Y right stick down. So you see that baseline press underneath. That's what I like to do off the bat for these. You can also spread your linebackers if you like to get them out there a little quicker on the hard flats, but I think that's perfectly fine without spreading them. So dude's close. They're gonna hit you. All these spread sets, they want to hit you in a couple places. They want to hit you to corner routes over here, depth. They want to hit you to flats. They want to hit you to post routes in here. And then like some other, rarer other things to get at you. But basically, that's where they want to attack you. And this cover 4 drop show 2 has it all done pretty well. So this is a very good defense against compressed sets, in my opinion. But let's watch this bench play out. So you can try and throw it anywhere. It all looks pretty covered. Like there, he makes the catch. But if you had a good corner there, he would react to that a little bit better than Webb. On that spot. If you have somebody with 91 zone coverage, easy pick. But so that's a decent defense against that. Maybe not easy pick, but there would be a different animation there. So you have all that. So if they throw, like, say, tight end angle at you, similar concept. Watch the drag to trail route as the user. Also, like, the way to beat this cover 4, this PA drag wheel. So you can do something like this. And so what you want to watch is that Bryant route. See how Bryant can get behind our hard flats, but Rodgers clears out the safeties. So that's something as a user you're going to have to watch these crossing routes because that's a good way to attack cover 4. So watch this, just crossing route. Bryant's going to cut across, and there you go. So that's kind of what you want to watch. That also it did show like a little cover 4 beater there. I don't know if you saw that. PA drag wheel. Do you see Rodgers kind of get behind the coverage? Little interesting little factoid there. You might be able to bomb a cover 4 beater. So if they're able to consistently hit like a cover 4 beater, like maybe this or something, if your safety can't get there, he generally can. That's more effective against like a there's different cover 4 beaters like that, but just something to be looking out for. Other cover 4 beaters you need to watch over the top. They're going to kind of spread as this becomes more the meta. People are going to understand how to beat this over the top. Let's go ahead and cover 4 drop show 2. But basically what you want to watch, like I said, with those crossing patterns, really a good way to beat cover 4. That's PA slot cross shot. Anything with like a pin concept where they distract the safeties underneath. Let's go this controller. See how they're kind of distracting the safeties, bringing that strong safety and the cornerback on the right down, whereas the Rodgers gets over the top. Actually, I think Bryant would be faster and probably better for this route than Rodgers. So, like, say you can block Bell for extra protection. This is something you're going to have to use or call a different coverage against. This is why I don't say stay in cover for the whole game. You'll only see me use cover for 30% of the time, except against, like, compressed sets. Then I might use it exclusively if they keep pounding the compressed sets, because if they refuse to change their game plan, there's no reason for us to change ours. All right, so let's hike the ball. Watch what happens. This is something you're gonna have to recognize. These deep posts, they might actually hit you with one early, but that's something you're just gonna have to see, because that's an easy cover 4 beater. So go back and use that if you see that deep wide post, but just watch their play art, because sometimes you're going to have to hope your defensive line gets home on those. But otherwise, let's go to other popular formations. I'll show you how I defend them out of this cover 4 situation. All right, so let's go cover 4 drop show 2. Let's say they go to like a gun trips tight end offset, and then they go like, say, PA crossers. Actually, PA crossers and audible. Let's take a look at X under. Level sales is more popular than X under. X under is great though for beating cover 4. But level sales it's more popular what you go against, so we'll show that. So say I want to beat this, what I think is going to happen here, what you can do is man up the running back here, and then he's basically throwing an interception if he throws the running back there to the flat, and then you got to watch James here to the corner. Alternatively, you can like do this, put him in the cloud flat, user Korea here, watch for these crossing patterns, and then say man let's say Brown up with him. So man him up randomly. If you're really worried about things, you can always man up safeties too. There you go. Now you got man coverage. Little exposed over the top, but let's watch it play. Yeah. See, it's gonna be a little tough for them, but basically try and make them make a mistake by randomly manning guys up. They're gonna look for reads. But I would say against this right off the bat, just try and play conservatively. So maybe like just man him up, user him. And then you can use your own cross routes. You don't even have to extra man guys up. I like cloud flats. So in order to get a cloud flat, Y underneath, Y over the top. Then you got the cloud flat over there to cover that corner. The best thing you can do right there. Try and user them. Make them make a decision. So what they're going to have to do, they'll stand back here, just keep usering. Wait, hopefully your pass rush will get home someday. But, yeah, that's cover 4's weakness if they don't throw it. So that's why I like mixing in pressure, so that way they throw it a little quicker. But otherwise, if you really want some stuff, if like they're doing PA crossers, like say they're killing with crossers, and user him over here. So watch them have fun with crossers here. Look at that. Nothing's open on these crossers. Everything there is a pick. Just got to hope the quarterback doesn't take off on you. You can always put out a spy here too. So do it like spy, shift over. Always have a third blitzer though, so you don't get pancakes. And then you can try and get one-on-one type pass rushes. So let's watch this PA crosses again. See if they can throw the Bell quick. See, Bell's wide open in the flats there if you don't use or fix that flats. So against that formation, you really got to watch the flats on that side. You can always switch to like a cover 2 to try and beat it that way. There. User. Put him in a deep middle. Oops. He should be able to go to deep middle because he's a middle linebacker. No, wait. No, this guy's a middle linebacker. Anyways. So there's a few things you can do against this trip set. Cover 2 is generally not the greatest against a trip set because they can attack you with 4 verts. But cover 3, cover 4 are fine. If you have a cover 2, I recommend doing something like this. And then use it underneath here. See, his corner was kind of open there. We had a safety. But it is what it is. You got to kind of make them. It's a good offense, but you got to kind of make them make a mistake. They will get some completions against you. Don't fret though. Here we go. Man him up, say against Rodgers. You can even man him up against Rodgers. Man him up against Brown. There you go. They had those in routes are man beaters, so just watch yourself. So that's cover 4 against some popular formations. There's also whenever they come out, I don't come out in that cover 4 and the 3-3. I come out in the cover 4 in the nickel 3-3-5 if they go larger than 2 running backs or 2 tight ends. Then I'll come out in the 3-3-5 to match personnel out of it. So that's where you'd see me against the trips tight end. Against the bunch, actually we'll get into the bunch in a little bit. What else would like out of the 3-4 against heavy pressure? Cover 3 I don't run too much out of this set. I'm mainly if I want to send pressure outside of cover 4, there's a little bit of, I guess you could call a glitch route for cover 4 Mike. And with cover 4 Mike, it's kind of what they call tackle lock. You got to run it flipped. It only works against the right or left tackle here. So flip it. I should have flipped that. Let's flip it out of the formation so I don't have to keep doing that. And then so cover 4 Mike here. Let's get it. Let's flip it here. We gotta flip the offense because I have auto flip on for my 3-3-5 defense. So here we go. Flip it. All right, here it is. Flipped. So what you do, base the line, spread linebackers, pinch D-line, crash D-line down, QB contain, and try and make him outside that shoulder of the... Ooh, they didn't pinch. Pinch. Urban. Pinch. All right. Let's reset the play. Urban didn't want to pinch. All right, reset the play, guys. All right. Base the line. Spread linebackers. Pinch D-line, crash D-line down, QB contain. Now, it couldn't come through like this, but if you just make sure that he's on the outside shoulder of this tackle, about 4 to 5 yards right there, it should come through pretty meaty. Nope, it did not come through. That's not what we want. That's not the tackle lock. It looked good, but it wasn't what we wanted. All right. Base the line, spread linebackers, pinch D-line, crash D-line down. Now, thank you. Thank you for spreading. All right, we're going to run it without adjusting that guy. Let's just watch what happens. There you go. Get somebody fast there. Do you see how the tackle kind of locked himself and he didn't move? Let's do it again. Base the line, spread linebackers. Spread linebackers, thank you. Pinch D-line, crash D-line down, QB contain. There you go. Tackle lock. Put him like right. Oh, that's a little close. Right in here, right off his shoulder. I think should be about the sweet spot. And he was not in the sweet spot. That is too bad. Let's try it once more. This is where I had trouble last recording. Spread D-line, pinch. I picked this up. A guy online ran this against me. God dang, come on, practice mode tackle. There you go. Nope, that did not work. Crash D-line. All right. Still not getting the proper tackle up. What the heck? It was literally just working before when I was teasing this out. Hate when this happens. All right, let's wait for this guy to set. He just wants to take his time. I don't know why practice mode, why it has to be so terrible at recognizing your commands. Still getting picked up. Wow, that is quite frustrating, guys. Yep. Still not getting out there. Weird. All right, let's just do this. Base the line. Pinch D line. There you go. Let's try it without spreading the linebackers. Nope, didn't work. Weirdly. I don't know. It's, I guess, inconsistent. I don't know why it's not working here. Spread linebackers. Pinch D line. Get out of here, Mosley. Crash D line. I guess it's live lab here. God dang. Huh. Seriously don't know what's going on. Alright, I'm gonna get done. This is the last time. Alright, whatever. That's the freaking setup. For some reason, it's not working for me right now. Literally worked for me 10 minutes ago, right before I started this dang thing. Because it screwed up my last recording, too. Alright, screw it. Screw your lock. Alright. After that, so forget that. Use it if you want. It works. It's worked in game. Worked against me. Worked for me. Alright, so let's move on to 3-4 even. You guys are like, this ebook sucks. Can't even get his blitz to come home. It's not even my blitz. I don't know whose blitz that is. I just saw it online against me. Alright, 3-4 even. Will fire 3 seam is one that I kind of cooked up, and it's kind of my... It's another... I don't know. It's decent against the run. But again, the best run defense is a 3-4 odd. But basically, it's just... I just shift the linebackers here. And that's the blitz. You can QB contain, too. But here it is. That's the blitz. Somebody fast middle linebacker, they get home quick. So it's pretty simple. You can base the line. I generally don't base the line it, though. If it's in a compressed set, I don't really do anything. You can QB contain. That ain't going to harm nobody. There it is. Free rusher. Really simple setup. Probably the easiest setup I got in this whole thing. All right. Next up, off of that. So if they ID your mic coming home, if they're able to ID that, and then I'm able to pick it up with other methods, a blocked running back might be able to stop that occasionally. I should have showed that against a blocked running back, to be honest. I think he does get home frequently. Mike scrape 3 press, not as good as the last one I just showed you. But again, this is against compressed sets. Against 3 wide receivers, I will not be in this 3-4. Let's... Alright, so same setup. All I do is just shift. I don't like this. It's not as good run defense. And then, like, crash the line right. I like to, like... There you go. I like to press sometimes. You can always, if you really want to get saucy, blitz web, too. Have no deep third coverage over there because it's going to be hard for them to attack that location before you get home. But there's the sauce. Mike edge off the edge. Boom. Easy. It's an overload side blitz. Pretty simple concept. Just shift your linebacker. It's the same exact setup as before, except you're not using that guy. You're using this guy. But it looks the same. And boom. Simple setup. So let's go on to a little bit more complicated setup in the same formation. Even. Crossfire 3. Crossfire. Crossfire. Alright. This might be better against shotgun sets, what I tested out against. But let's try fullback flare again. Alright, so crossfire. It's better when it's not flipped. A lot of my blitzes you can run either way. I can't tell. I don't think, but this one needs to be base aligned. I like to do a little press on a lot of my stuff. So if they throw quick to the flats, we got to pick. All right, so shift D line. Okay, this is wrong. I need to have this flipped. I need to have this the regular way. Flip it. Yeah, no. So it came out in Predator set up the wrong way. Auto flip, you son of a gun. This is the one time where auto flip's going to screw you. It's a decent blitz, but auto flip's going to screw you. It's very similar to the other blitz, but this is just another way of getting them home in case they ID a different guy. Crossfire. Let's hit that A. I think it was at slot, so maybe I need to... Let's slot the other way. so it does need to be flipped. The base needs, all right, base align. Shift D-line right. Blitz this guy out there. User Weddle. And crash him down. Hard flats. All right, so you get that. It's in the book, but base align, shift D-line right, crash down, blitz right of screen outside linebacker, put right of screen middle linebacker and flat. All right, now that guy's gonna loop around. It's a little bit more complicated than the other blitzes, but similar type looping pressure. That one he actually went one more gap over than he normally goes, but it gets home. Crossfire, little lab it up. All right, so base align, shift D-line right, crash him down, blitz this guy. Put that guy in the middle flat. So there it is. Use this son of a gun. Use your Weddle. Or you can use anybody. You can use this guy. Make sure and adjust your defense over the top. There it is. A-gap. That's the gap I expected him in. Pretty simple. Run it through. Delayed A-gap heat. Nice little blitz for you. So all setups out of Predator. Let's move over to... Oh, no, sorry. That's out of the 3-4 even. Not Predator. That's the even. I like the even the best. Predator, very similar setup. I only got one out of this one. This one might be a little bit better than the other blitz. I don't know if it's simpler, though. Again, most of these blitzes can be set up both ways, except for that last one. Do not set that one up the wrong way. Fullback flare. And these are all against check and release backs. All right, this one's simple. I don't even think I need to baseline this one. Let you guys fly. I like to use the guy in the middle of the field if you can give it to me. Mosley. Let's go ahead and crash. I just shift it. Just slant your D-line towards the blitz. Overload blitz. There. You're sending 5 against 5, getting 1 free. So, pretty simple stuff. Slant it towards the blitz. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Gorgeous. And that's with the check and release halfback. We could try a blocked halfback. I think it will get picked up. But the thing about a blocked halfback is that you now only have 4 routes against your 6 in coverage. So you're taking one out, basically covering the halfback. And the halfback, yeah, the halfback added to the blocking. I've seen it get home with a halfback blocker, but don't expect a 5-man block rush, this 5-man rush to get home against the 6-man protection. And it almost did. Get somebody faster. You can get through that hole faster and not fall over. All right, these are just with the regular Ravens. All right, next up. And 4-4. Kind of, I don't know. This one's kind of more of a coverage D. You can send some heaters, but cover 3, cover 2 out of it. You can throw a little bit near the goal line. It's solid. It's good against the run. But I don't like it overall as opposed to the cover 4 stuff. But let me show you some stuff I kind of cooked up. It's sending a ton of people. But, I don't know. Kind of fun if you like blitzing a lot. Oh, I didn't go through the 3-4 bear, did I? We can throw whatever play. What else is in this? Let's do fullback flare again. Simple, easy. All right. Base align. Global blitz these guys. Global blitz your linebackers. How fun is that? Huh? How fun is that? Watch this. You're sending 6 against 5. Basically, you're just trying to overload them. Nothing too special. Nothing too crazy. Not a particularly genius blitz. But yeah. So base align. You can also like crash your D line. Global blitz to the linebackers. Set your middle linebackers there, and it's set up. Yeah. See? Pretty dumb blitz. You're sending them quick. But they're coming quick off the edge. So if they like, I mean, they can always max protect or something. And then you just basically blitz all your linebackers. Put the middle linebackers in hard flats. Yeah. They have 2 routes in the field. Block a lot of people. They can block it. So, dumb blitz out of the 44. There's a lot of other good blitzes out of the 44, but again, I don't think it's that strong this year. As strong as previous years. It's still solid against the run, but I don't think it's pass defense. It doesn't nearly hold up to previous years. Although you could probably do some good stuff out of it, like the cover 3. The 46 I think is better than the 44, but this is the Ravens with the 44 because we don't have. There's no speed package in here, so it's not as good as the 46. But you can do a lot of dirty stuff out of it. Like you can send 2 off one edge and get through that way with like the monster green and whatnot. Again, not something I do a lot. All right, for the bear, like I said, it's an advanced defense. I like to come out of this cover 3, and then if they're going again, I only go in like against these heavy sets. But like say they deuce close again, and tight end angle. So you're only rushing 3 standards. So I recommend playing coverage a lot. And what you want to do is watch their halfback. So whatever they're doing with their halfback, if they're blocking their halfback, guess what? Now you have 8 guys to try and cover 4 in coverage. Try and do it. Try and double them up. You can man these guys up. But this is a huge adjustment type defense. You can show blitz. You can send these guys off the edge if you want, and then you user that corner. So user him, and then make sure they don't beat you over the top over here. And it's just, yeah. Send random guys. That was against the blocked halfback. Hopefully they don't beat you over the top. But if you want, you can just send him. Send him. Now he's sending 5 off one edge. Let's see what they do. Gets picked up. But you're hoping your heater gets something. Usually that gets home. They did actually get lucky against us. But you can show blitz, bring your guys down, pinch them, and then you can send heaters off this side, off the left side. And say even slant your D line that way. And that one got picked up too. Why are these things getting picked up? They weren't getting picked up 15 minutes ago when I rechecked all these blitzes. But yeah, essentially, it's just a heater central. And then you cover over there. Or you can do something crazy like blitz weddle. Do everything underneath. Yeah, nothing too fancy. Send the missiles. Overload them. But generally, play coverage. All right, so that's the 3-4 bear. I don't use that a whole ton. I'm mainly in this 3-3-5. Let's go over the 3-3-5 and all the adjustments I made here. This is the main bread and butter of my scheme. I've been using it for 4 years. I took a little break in Madden. Was it 16 with dime flat? But 15, 17, 18, going hard on this. So we know a lot of the adjustments to it. Let's go off with our number 1, Tampa 2. This is gonna be a lot of flexible things out of this. Tampa 2. It can also stand up pretty well to like these tight sets. I prefer the 3-4 cover 4 against heavy sets, but let's go against say gun bunch. So what the popular plays in gun bunch. This book doesn't have the PA, the one where it's like a PA post where it's like a C route on one side and then a post route out the middle. But basically what I like to do, press the cover 2. You can also baseline press if you want for a wider angle. This guy should come off the edge pretty well. Humphrey normally. Make sure you get a fast guy there. I like to man up Brown for that PA post issue. But basically, I try and determine where they're going to beat me at. I always like leaving this guy over here on a cloud flat because a lot of people love to run C routes in this bunch set, and this cloud flat shuts them down. So that's a great one. Also, something you should know, I put out a video on this last year. If they motion this bell over here, or if they only have one isolated receiver over there, watch what happens to my cloud flat coverage. Does he look like he's playing this a little weird? Yeah. It's because it converted to man coverage. Whenever an isolated receiver is over there, it converts a cloud flat to a man coverage. So what you do... Oh, dang it. That's not what I wanted. Throw this away. So what you need to do to beat that, easy, simple, easy breezy, beautiful, cover girl. Go to a... Oh. Do they not have it this year? Usually purple routes do well against it. So you can put Suggs into a purple route. It doesn't look like they gave the corners it this year. I think the soft squat still plays man coverage. Well, that is disappointing. Yeah. Soft squat still converts to man coverage. Wow. That's right. Should know that. Hard flat's gonna get beat. Soft squat, cloud flat, outside third, man, deep half, outside. So you're basically fooked. If they motion that guy over, put Suggs in that, and then I don't know, blitz this guy, or man him up with RB. You can't. All right, which is fine. I like to send pressure off this edge too. I was just about to get into that part. Pressure off the dual edges. There you go. It's gorgeous. So yeah, this defense is based off pressure. I like to baseline sometimes. Send two. I like to man up. I like to man that corner up. I love to man this guy up with that outside receiver, because that outside receiver's got a few things that can beat this outside corner in a cover two. One of them is a vertical route, and you are going to get toasted on a vertical route for a lot of yards because the way this vertical route swings out wide. I'll show it to you. What do people like to do is just motion him out. And then what he does, up the sidelines, unless he's manned up, he's going to beat your cloud flat over the top. So what we do is man him up. And then also there's some plays that have him on like an out route, like here. So if you still have him manned up, yeah, it beats your man coverage pretty well. In that instance, a cloud flat would do well. I haven't seen anybody hit me with that yet, but if they do, hard flats. Hard flats. Maybe man that guy up. Man that guy up, use this guy. But I do like to keep my blitzing angle, because that's the pressure of the defense. You can slant your defensive line up, but basically watch, it comes home pretty good. Not always does it come home amazingly. But frequently, if he drops back a little bit in the pocket, it's going to get there pretty quick. But yes, like I said, focus this thing on pressure. Out of the 3-3-5, I found some interesting stuff you can send out of it. Basically, let's try this one. Base the line, press, crash D-line, pinch D-line, blitz the middle linebacker through the A gap on the side of the nickel. So do you see this? How he's going through that nickel? Now watch me. There's a potential for him to get home. I got a better blitz than this in a second, but just watch this. So both of them got home, actually. That right guard did nothing. So that's one blitz of a way of making this. Like I said, this one's a fine one too. Brandy, you're a fine girl. But basically trying to overload one side of the coverage. This is what I did in 17. This was my defense in 17. Well, actually, he was like man coverage. But here was my entire defense in 17. This was my defense. It's not as good in 18. We'll see if it works. Just one time. Give it to me one time. I drop back. I needed to hover a little bit longer. It doesn't work as well in 18. So we've adjusted a little bit. Anyways, baseline. I like, if I'm on the short side of the field over here, like say strength is right to the open side of the field. What I like to do, press, send them. Send the dogs. Put X out there to cover that. And it's beautiful because it gets dual edge pressure. He's so used to the pressure coming from the right that he rolls into the left pressure. Look at that. Look at that beaut. Look at that beaut off the edge. It just takes a half second to a second longer, but it gets home. Take away their first read, it gets home. They think it's coming right. Oh, you're coming left. So definitely mix up the pressure between all these guys, between that blitz I showed you. I'll show you another one with a looping, a little bit longer setup on the other one, but basically, once again, this middle linebacker blitz, base the line, press, crash D-line, pinch D-line, blitz the middle linebacker through the A gap here. Make sure he's just slightly to the right of this tackle, and get that blitz there. Otherwise, let's just man him up for popular routes that they can beat us with, and then pray we can shut him down over here. Yeah, well, the edge got there. One of the two. Sometimes it comes, sometimes it doesn't. Base the line. That's what she said. Yeah. Well, what's that? A 5-man blitz with a free rusher? It's okay. They can block it, obviously, with like a tight end and stuff. But then if you don't send the middle linebacker, then they're blocking a tight end, and you're only sending 4. And then you can only send 3 by. You can even. I like to adjust a lot of these things if they're really killing me. If they're throwing it quick, just put your blitzing middle line, put your blitzing linebacker on a player. So like something like this. This is beautiful. Watch out for James. I don't like to man up James a ton with this guy unless I expect James to go on a straight streak and he's going to hit me in the seam. If he's hit me in the seam here, right here, then man him up with man that tight end up, and you can do a pretty good animation against him. But otherwise, leaving him on a man, because if this tight end here does a drag route, he's going to beat your man coverage. Your man coverage is essentially useless at that point. If your man coverage is going to get toasted in a route, don't even put it on the field. Just leave a zone there, and maybe he'll throw at it once in a while. But the verticals and the PA posts are much more popular play. But now here's a 3-man rush version of the cover 2. You got everything covered. What is he going to do? I guess he can try and hit a fade route to Rodgers, but fade routes suck this year. You sweep up the middle here, and yeah, that's basically a cover 2 man at this point. In a cover 2 zone type shell that he's going to see after the post play art. So that's beautiful. There's so many adjustments you can make out of this. Let's go to the next one. But yeah, essentially you want to know what your opponent's running and try and shut it down with different adjustments. That's kind of like an experience thing. What do you think they're going to do? Cover 4 drop out of this plays almost exactly the same as the 3-3 or the 3-4 cover 4 drop show 2, and play with it the same way. You can send blitzes, you can man guys up, just like I said. All right, the next thing I want to show you, 3 overload fire press. Not that impressive this year. Much better last year, in my opinion, when they sent the guys off the edge. Not so great this year. You can do a little bit off the edge with the 3 coverage, but I don't think it's as good as the 3 double buzz. We'll get to 3 double buzz in a second. I want to show an LB cross blitz. Now, if your opponent is coming out and he's taking his time at the line of scrimmage, if you're not getting quick hiked, I would not use this blitz if you're getting quick hiked. Let me roll down. 3 cross. I thought I have it written down here. 3 cross L. All right, here it is. Let's run trips tight and offset. All right, so if they're not quick hiking you, this is gonna take a little bit to set up, but it is deadly. All right, baseline. You don't have to press, but it's always nicer to press with this guy here. Put him in a route. I like to hard flat him. Move him here. Crash your D-line. User him. User him in the middle here. Is that it? Alright. You can also QB contain, which is optional. And this is kind of a looping blitz. There. A-gap heat from your middle linebacker. So let's go through it quick. Alright. Baseline. Crash D-line. Blitz corner. Move middle linebacker over. Have him take the corner spot in coverage. Use this guy. QB contain optional. You can change the coverage behind it. Beautiful, beautiful. I think so. Whoa, that didn't work out so well. It's because I didn't move my cornerback up to the line of scrimmage. So you can press him. There you go. Set up. Hard flats. Solid. Gets home pretty quick. Let's try with the blocked running back. Alright. Base the line. Move him down. Blitz him. Crash the D-line. And there you go. User him. So it took me what? 7 seconds? 5 to 7 seconds to set that up. User over the middle here. Not terrible. Block running back couldn't get to it. So you gotta get good. You gotta memorize these steps. Move him in, blitz him, move him out, move him over, crash the D-line. There you are. You don't have to take him off his blitz angle, but I like to. I only like to quarterback contain so that they can't roll out away from the blitz. God, that's open. Love that blitz. All right. So next up, Let's see. Oh, these are kind of neat blitzes out of this. The cover 2 and cover 1 man blitzes. Let's show. Let's just do cover 2 man. And let's go. I think this might work better flipped. So let's go like high-low dig. So cover 2 man. Say it's a long down situation. You want to kind of play cover 2 man, mix it up. I don't love cover 2. I don't love man this year so much, but you want to mix it up. All right. Shift linebacker's right. Say we're using this guy. And shift D-line the opposite way. And then crash D-line down. Let's see if this works. Man, that one didn't work. Weird. All right. I had QB contain on the sheet. All right. Shift linebackers. Shift D-line the other way. Crash D-line down. QB contain. Let's see where we're at. Get somebody fast. By the way, all these blitzes are better with somebody fast. I don't think Judon's the fastest. Maybe I'll put somebody else in his spot. But generally, it can get home, but this is more of a safe coverage. So this is if you want to play safe. This is just a very interesting way of getting it. There you go. Nope, manned up. Let's try the cover 1. Can I audible to cover 1? I cannot. It's definitely gotten home in games for me. Sometimes. Not this cover 1 contain spy, but this cover 1 robber press. Again, this is for something that if they have a lot of receivers maybe. And you think they're going to throw the ball. It's not bad against the run. Alright. So this is on the opposite way, actually. See if this works. And then you can use it this guy. Jefferson. Dang. Didn't work again. Huh. It works pretty decent in games. But it is not working here. That'll happen, I guess. But basically, it's another looping blitz. I guess if you want to. You could potentially even hold a D lineman here. It didn't work. Worked even worse. Worked even worse. Alright. Next up. Ooh, overload 3 press. Is this in... I think that's in the 2-4-5. I forgot. I don't have it labeled. Son of a bitch. Oh, I should show you another thing I like to do out of cover 1 robber press. And even better. Let's try the 3 overload press. I'm just going to show it quick. I know I said I don't run it much, and I really don't. Alright. No, this isn't it at all. That must be in the other... Yeah, that's in another formation. Alright. Basically, the one I just showed you. This overload 3-5 press, just slant your D-line towards the blitz. Alright, so with this cover 1, the adjustment I love to do on this cover 1. Watch this. This is kind of neat. Let's just do like double halfback weak or something. So, do you see how this guy's blitzing here? That's solid. But what if I wanted to overload him? Boom. 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 Now you got to cover 1 with edge heat. You can keep it contained if you so like. But you're going to try and overload that one side of the play. Let's see what happens. Got picked up. Wait, no, it didn't. So, just a way to try and confuse him against cover 1. Send some more heat. There you go. Looks kind of like a cover 2 man. Badoosh. Send the dogs. Oh, they got to us. Wow, blitzes are not working with these Ravens. That's kind of depressing. They don't work as well here as they would in Mutt. But what in the butt? All right, let's go to. Do I have any more 3-3-5? Oh yeah, here's my Madden 15 blitz. I should show this one off. This is kind of neat. Like one of the first I went back when scheming for Madden 18. I like to look at previous Madden and see what worked. Let's go ahead and go this. Do this play. X under or something. All right. So here's what I like to do. Madden 15 style. Let's base the line. Where is it? All right. Crash D-line, pinch D-line. Global blitz linebackers, spread them out. Wait, what? Why are they going to line of scrimmage? That's not where I expected them to go, to be I did not expect them to go to line of scrimmage, and they really shouldn't. Yeah, that's not what I wanted. All right. Spread linebackers. Blitz linebackers. QB contain. User him. Alright, user this guy. You can maybe even put him on a spy if you want. It's just the outside contains that are kind of going to get glitchy around the edge here. And they don't do anything like that. What the heck? Oh, I crashed the line. I'm supposed to crash him out. Duh. I crashed him in. Alright, here he is. So it's going to be base the line, pinch the line, crash the line out, spread linebackers and blitz, contain, spy DT, and then we can use it whoever we want. Alright. So, base the line, pinch the line, crash the line out, spread linebackers, blitz the linebackers, QB contain. There you go. Thank you for finally moving out there lately. Alright, so here it is. A little bit better. We can QB contain. Let's do it without the QB spy and the DT first. Look at them. Both of them kind of get home. Let's try it with the DT spy. There's no real huge reason to have it. But, alright. Base the line, pinch D line, crash D line out, spread linebackers. I like to global blitz them to do it faster. And then here, here. Come. Will you spread? Thank you. Man. Practice was kind of frustrating me right now. So you are weak. You're sending 5. You basically need to cover. I guess you can always pinch and stuff. You can do hard flats here. But you need a little bit of ground to cover. Especially on the right side. This tight end doing like a corner route might be vulnerable. Might leave you vulnerable. But leave it like that. And let's see what we got. Both get around. See? See how they get wide and around? It was a lot better in 15 when I ran it. But in 18 still works kind of well. You're just leaving yourself really open. You gotta have a really good user here to mop up what these guys have abandoned. So that is another blitz. Oh yeah, in two man under, I definitely recommend shading outside. I think it's a little stickier coverage. What was I just in? Let's do PA crossers. Let's see if PA crossers shaded outside. See what we can do. And no, it wasn't good at all. All right, let's try PA crossers with no shade. See if they play better. Not at all. Still toasted. Toasted cereal. But other routes I have noticed outside plays pretty well. All right, another really cool formation here, and I'm loving to. I like running. I'm running this a little bit more. I ran a little bit to start, then kind of got away from 3 double buzz when I got into cover 4. But let's get back to 3 double buzz. Solid, like kind of confusing defense because we can just man random guys up. Let's go to this. Let's go back to the center. Hate being unbalanced, right? All right, so 3 double buzz. Look at those safeties and hook zones. They're just begging to be cross-manned. Safeties can be cross-manned. So you can man this up against any guy in the field. This is not a good formation to cross-man against. Let's say you want to cross. Say you're worried about Brown crossing the field. Use him. Or, alternatively, blitz Humphrey. Set him there. Whoops, set him there. And then user him. Let your middle linebacker roam back there. You can also roam the deep middle. Wherever you may roam. A lot of adjustments here. So you're also sending pressure off that edge again. Beautiful. Man, cross-manned. Let's get to a different set, and I'll show you cross-manning against, say, a better set. But basically, what these safeties do, what you want to do is use them to confuse your opponent. What's a good one? Let's say like a tight set. Let's do tight flex. That's a very popular formation. PA post shot. All right. So tight formations. Let's press it. Let's give it on Bryant. Let's cross-man Bryant and Brown. Mosey will be here, and we'll use her here. We'll play a lot. We'll play some good coverage here. Why we can put him in a hard flat over here if we want. We can man him up on Rodgers. All right, so here we go. Let's watch this play. So there's man coverage. It's only a 3-man rush, so it's going to take a while to get home. But basically, he's going to try and make quick reads against you. But you're going to hope that your cross-manning works. That's all you can really do. Yeah. And then user. That one even beats cross-man pretty well. You gotta have you gotta have high man coverage safeties, which is kind of rare. But otherwise, yeah. Yeah, look at that. B was butt naked, but again, the route running will get you. So that's just something to take a look at, something to experiment with. You know, spearmint gum. Otherwise, you can, yeah, like I said, blitz him, put him in that zone, mess with these zones. You can even, if you're feeling really randy, there you go. And then you got all this over here. Sending the dogs. I don't do that often. I like to have blue zones. Because if you screw up underneath, you don't want to give up a touchdown. That's the one thing. I don't like one-play touchdowns. All right, what else? What else do we have here? Cover 4 drop. I showed that. Dogs all go. I don't think that dogs all go is very good. It used to be this. All right, this. I don't think this is gonna come back into the meta. But this dogs all go was good in 17. I don't think it's coming back into the meta though. This is kind of what I used to use dogs all go against. I'm just gonna show this again, but here's what I used to do. This was 17 defense. This was a killer 17 defense. Loved this. You get an edge pressure along with man coverage, and you're not going to get beat over the top because speeds are similar last year. This year they're not similar. And then corner routes and other things that beat you outside are going to get picked up by these cloud flats, and then you cover the posts and the slants. The thing with posts last year, they weren't as good as they were this year. They were still solid, but this year everybody almost runs a post on every single pattern. So and it gets insane separation against man coverage. You got no shot almost at beating a post. So you basically have to go whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh, I just knocked B. How awesome is that? I just knocked B backwards. Knocked the snot out of him. Let's try it again. So yeah. Get some pretty good separation. Like if we check out that replay, I think I was beat deep. Like look at that. That's a touchdown. You can't stop that this year. Man coverage is not very good. So it'll be a little bit, I think, until man becomes into the meta. If it comes into the meta, I think it'll need to be tuned in a patch, and that's something that can happen. Rex has shown his ability to patch and change the game quite dramatically. Otherwise, I think I went through most of the plays I like in this. You can do the cover 3 sky drop if you'd like. Not something I'm in a lot, but occasionally, just throw a standard cover 3 at them. We got other cover 3s that we like a little bit better. Again, pressure. Like if you're in this covered Tampa 2, just send random dudes. I think I said that. Against compressed sets. Did I show this? I showed a little bit. But like, say this trips tight end offset. Even if they're running X under. Press them. Send them. Flat route them. Hard flat that guy. Watch James. But yeah, this gets through. It gets through. It's beautiful. Because I don't know why the 5-man is a lot harder for the offensive line to pick up than the 4-man, but yeah, it's beautiful. Even if you send them off this edge, beautiful. Try and make it somewhere they don't understand. Gorgeous. So that is it for the 335. Let's go through the missiles I got in the other books and the other sets. This one, this Big Dime 236 missile, comes courtesy of Worms. The Under Smoke. Let me take a look at it and find it. All right, we gotta run it flipped. So let's do it like this. Under Smoke. All right, so there it is. There's the setup for the Under Smoke. Let's get baseline press, crash D-line down, shift linebackers left, contain, zone middle linebacker. And the strong safety over here. Screaming, apparently. Watch this screamer. Well, maybe he wasn't the one that came home there. Did I get the right guy? Wait, Mosley's the middle linebacker. What am I doing? I didn't move him out. All right. Baseline, press, crash D-line down, shift linebackers left. Did I shift D-line this? All right, contain, zone middle linebacker. All right. This might be better. Yeah. Ooh, guess you got picked up a little bit. Get somebody fast there. Like I said, with all these blitzes, they're always better with somebody super fast. Get yourself like an Amos here in Mutt. Let's try it again. Baseline press, crash D-line down, shift linebackers left, contain, zone middle linebacker. There you go. Try it again. There you go. That's a screamer. Beautiful. It's a weak box though. I showed you in this. I showed you how to defeat. I showed another video on my channel. How to use this slant zone 2 to defeat all passing attacks at a single back. Deuce close. Anything. Any type of passing attack. As long as it's not a run, if it's a pass, you can insta-sack them on slant zone 2. I think you should maybe check that out on my channel. I'll just show it again. For the ebook's sake, right? Alright, now where is that? I should have it somewhere in this document. Alright, here it is. Baseline press, pinch D-line, slant D-line left, QB spy, DT, and 3-tech. Hover between guard and tackle. And then right when they snap the ball, go for it. There you go. That's still my best blitz I've put out ever. But it only works against single back. And if they run the ball, it doesn't work. And you have a weak box here. So it's pretty... It's just kind of like mind masturbation. Let's do it again. Baseline press. Pinch D-line. Slant D-line left. QB spy this guy. And then hover between guard and tackle. So this is the defensive setup. And then right when they snap the ball, you can just even be spamming this right thumbstick, but you basically have to get it. Oh, shoot, I bounced off him. Make sure you get somebody faster at D-tackle. Otherwise, if the D-tackle doesn't come through, it's just pretty lame-ass edge heat. It's whatever, edge heat, but it's decent. There you go. Just spam it when they hike it. All right, what is up next? Oh yeah, that's right. That cover 2 man that I showed, the man press shade outside beats slants. How crazy is that? All right, so that's why I said shade outside, because it beats slants. What else? 3-4 odd. If this is not, if you don't want to stay in the cover 4 drop, I should have showed this earlier. Here's on the blitz at a 3-4 odd that we can do. You don't want to just in like pitch dog 3. Pitch dog 3 ain't bad for like a 5-man rush. Just unleash the hounds on them. I like this pinch Mike. It's pretty good stuff. Like if you think they're gonna pass like under center or something. Let's do this and let's do this. even with the blocked guy. Show blitz. I like to use with the guy. Spread linebackers. I like to use the guy on the running back. Follow the running back. If the running back goes out, go out. If the running back blocks, attack the quarterback. So he's going out. Love it. Gives him no time. They got to make a read against man coverage. If you're in zone the whole game, then you do this. Base the line, spread linebackers. Read the running back. Say if the running back's blocking. So just watch the running back. Watch that running back. If he's blocking, attack. He's blocking. Attack. 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 I guess it doesn't matter. Still got home. Here's another one. Out of 3-4 odd. This is why I need to be better organized. Where is it? Like I can do a few. The Will Buck press is very similar blitz to the other one that I showed out of the other two 3-4 Predator and 3-4 even. I haven't used the over ed much. It's like a 4-3, but I don't know. I wasn't able to make the blitzes work that well. There should be something in here because it's so rarely used. This 3-4 over ed. I feel like a blitz should work in there very well because nobody's really done any experimenting and there hasn't been patches against it. All right, odd. One last blitz. Where is it? I thought it was like. There it is. Fire zone bluff. All right, let's do good old dudes close again. Baseline. Love baselining. Baseline. Did I baseline? No, I baseline. Okay, there's the baseline. Spread D line. Crash him down. QB contain. Look at that. You're overloading one side of the play. Overloading one side of the field. How beautiful is that? You can also have some hard flats if you want. Or cloud flats. I don't know. It's America. Choose what you want. Kind of like an around the edge type of blitz. Around the world. Basically the same as the other 3-4 Predator. Roethlisberger doesn't want to go down. Same as the 3-4 Pred and the other one. You're overloading one side. Baseline, spread D line, crash down, QB contain. Let's hard flat it. Let's run it. Silly blitz. The other blitz is better, but that's just one of them. All right, that is it for the ebook. It has been an hour. I can't believe I put an hour. Sorry for being so long, but there's a lot to go over in the ebook. Once again, twitch.tv/GutFox. If you subscribe to me, you'll get the better organized printout of these plays in your Twitch email. So hopefully I'll see you over there on Twitch. Otherwise, take it easy. Hopefully this was helpful to you. All the blitzes, all the different ways I play coverage. And yeah, let me know if you have any comments or questions in the comments, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow.